Hello. This is an internet show. I'm T.
And I'm Ron.
And today we're talking about ROCs. And if you've seen probably any Cyber Sketch episode, at some point you've probably mentioned one of ROCs, specifically me.
T.
I like to do that a lot. Yeah, it's just my fault.
It's because she names them after inanimate objects. We talked about this yesterday.
I'll have like a OC named Step Ladder, and then someone will say it, and I'll be like, "What did you just say?" But I thought if I keep mentioning my OCs, I might as well, make an episode talking about them, so no one's lost. I love my OCs. I think if you ask any artist, they'll say they love their OCs, and that's because they're so personalized to their owner. But today, we're completely destroying the thing that makes our OCs so personal to us, and we're genre swapping them.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Hip hip hooray!
We have very different tastes in media and in genres. I think my favorite genre is horror, and then yours is fantasy?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, I love how this challenge with us, swapping the OCs is like, oh, my OCs get to go on a fun little adventure, and then since my OCs are, psychological horror, your OCs are, going to the back room. That's the plot of the episode, everyone. Click off now.
Bro, put Zephyr in the background.
I'm gonna put them in the Benadryl SpongeBob background, you know that.
Explain your world.
Oh, okay. Well, mine. Well, I don't know. I was gonna do this during the speed. This is so. You go first. I don't like talking about my OCs out loud, dude.
Oh my god, it's your episode. I almost called you a bitch, but I didn't because I'm a nice soul.
Are you now? Are you now?
My favorite thing to say in my D&D campaign is, that was so lawful good of me.
Okay.
Because my character's lawful
boring.
Good. So lawful
boring.
Good.
Boring.
So lawful good of me.
Yeah, that's so lawful boring of you. What do you think you align at?
Personally? Just in real life?
Yeah, personally.
I don't know. I think you're evil.
I asked what you are!
Okay, but you're evil.
I didn't ask for a commentary on me. This isn't about me, for once.
Well, I can't analyze myself. I think...
Chaotic good a thing? I think you're chaotic good.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're evil. I think you're evil.
I don't think that's a thing. I think you're just worse.
No, I think you need your own spectrum.
It's not a spectrum. It's the same word twice.
Okay.
Oh, we're off topic. We're so off topic.
Yeah, why are we talking about D&D?
Because you brought it up. It's your
Let's
fault.
go.
It's always your fault.
It's never my fault.
To get back into the meat of the episode, Ron, go ahead and tell us about your story and what makes it fit into the fantasy genre.
Okay, so basically, it's this world, and it's called Siren, and I'm talking really fast because I'm nervous. And so basically, there's this guy, and his name is Eric, okay? And he hates the government, okay? So he, starts, gathering a rebellion, okay? And they go to this island, and they rebel against the government. And he's originally doing it for good, but eventually he gets, evil, because he's, taken over by magic. So, yeah, that's, the whole premise.
Zach and Zephyr were not mentioned at all. Not once.
Oh, yeah. So, that's, yeah. So, basically, my
protagonist,
kind of main two characters, I like them the most, so they're my main two characters. So, Zach and Zephyr, they're a werewolf.
They're both
okay.
One werewolf.
But
their bodies morph together to become one giant furry.
And Zach.
You know that the cat dog where it's one end of it is cat and one end of it is a dog and they don't have a butt? That's Zach and Zephyr.
Yeah, how do they poop? You ever think about that?
Why are you thinking about the logistics of cat dogs?
Because that's... Okay, anyways. So Zephyr's a werewolf and Zach is a halfling, okay? Am I supposed to be explaining the plot or the world? Because I feel like I'm explaining.
You're supposed to be explaining what makes it the fantasy genre.
Oh.
I thought you were gonna talk about your world building, like the power system. You just start rambling on and on.
So, okay, so basically, Siren is kind of similar to Earth, but they have magic there. And also there's a bunch of like creatures. Okay. So they all have like magic, okay? And it's in 4 main systems. So they have practical magic, arsenal magic, dark magic, and elemental magic. So I'm talking so much. So, yeah, they each have their own like subcategories. The main island that the story takes place on is, I'd say, very close to like Canada in terms of like climate. It's very full of like mountains. Obviously, I don't know if Canada has mountains, but I mean the cold. It's full of mountains and like pine trees, and it's cold.
Is it full of mountains and cold? I can't tell.
Shut up. Shut up, I'm nervous. Bruh.
You can tell we were both bullied in middle school because we're so nervous to talk about things we're interested in.
Bruh. I'm like giving a speech. You can't see me, but I'm like moving my hands.
She's pacing around her room.
I am. Oh yeah. Also, the creature species, there isn't clear. The creature, I know. Featuring the creature. So, basically, yeah, he's a creature. He probably smells bad too, I'm not even gonna lie. No, he definitely smells bad. Anyways, so depending on the climate, different continents are built for certain species. Not just for those species, but like, the infernal plains is very dry and very hot. So, species like were-dragons or dragonborns are more likely to live there because it's hotter and they're able to like sustain themselves in hot weather. So that also plays a part in where they live depending on their species. But there's also an island I'd say is similar to America in the way that it's a whole conglomeration of species.
Ron, my segment is gonna be no more than 3 minutes.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
And that's it. I need to sit down.
Okay. Sick. I love your OC. They're so real to me. Your world building is so insane. Like, I couldn't even fathom writing that much about the world my OCs live in. They live somewhere and something happens.
They're British, I think.
They have British accents, but it's not set place in a European country. It's very much like not a real place. So for my OC lore, the universe is called Liar Liar, little play on words. And it follows the protagonist, Moo, as she investigates Cliff, her childhood friend, and his family, after they abruptly fire her mom. And this obsession has festered over, like, years and years and years. It's not just like my mom got fired, I'm gonna start looking into them. Like, she's been obsessed with this family for quite some time now, and it's gotten to the point where it's very, like, parasocial how she's attached to Cliff. But eventually, her and her friend Spider sneak into their fucking mansion and under the pretense of it being like a masquerade ball, and they go to talk to him, and she has to convince him to like sacrifice his only goal in life, which is inheriting the Liar family lottery, just so she can finally get her like mental peace. So it's a very big decision, and they end up uncovering stuff that's like way deeper than just her mom getting fired. Like it gets so much worse. There's like corrupted corporations, there's demonic possessions. It just all goes downhill from there. Oh, and Spider's there too. Spider also is there. He's the only thing saving it from just being depressing the whole way through. He's not even comedic relief, he's just like...
He's relief.
He's the relief. He's just relief.
Oh, and also Elijah's there sometimes.
Yeah, Elijah is Cliff's cousin, and he's not an important character to the story, but I just really like to draw him. He's so fun to me. He's one of my favorites, and he's so unimportant. He's friends with Spider, so that connects Spider to the Liar family. So I guess that's sort of important, because that actually gives Spider a reason to be here aside from just being the supportive best friend.
And that's okay.
I'm not gonna be drawing him though, because we're doing 3 characters, and he's just irrelevant enough to where I don't care.
Yeah, that's me with Lucifer. Except he is important. I just don't like him as much.
No, I get that. I always will have a bias with my OCs. I'll always have favorites.
I'm trying to make him more important, okay?
Oh, that's so real. Like, realizing you didn't care about your OC so much, but now you have, like, no lore for them and no purpose for them, and you're like, oh shit, I gotta do something. Yeah. I can't be a bad writer. I have to actually do something about this. Alright, so we're gonna take the sort of concepts, just the bare bones of, like, what makes it fit into that genre, and we're gonna swap them between the stories. So you can keep as much as your original story as you like, as long as it fits into the other person's genre. Or you could completely change it, whatever you want to do.
So basically, putting story into the other person's world / genre?
So you would make, like, a mystery horror about your characters, and I would make, like, a little fantasy adventure about mine.
Yeah, they just get to frolic.
They get to frolic in the field.
Okay, so we start off with Zach, and that went pretty smoothly, but then for the other ones, I got lazy and just decided, let's just go in digital. Let's just start in digital. So I did that. Little PSA, don't make one short character and one really tall character. It is the worst decision you want. Anyways, yeah, so Eric, you may notice, looks a little different. I'll explain that later, but this kind of kicked my ass because I suck at monster designs. But that's okay. You can always have your faults, but I go in with the coloring here in a second. I noticed when I think of T's story, it's very like gray and blue, which is very funny because her characters are very colorful, but so I tried to add some filters to make it more blue. And yeah, that's it.
Okay, so for my speed paint, instead I wanted to do it on traditional art instead of digital art like I normally do, because most of the speed paints you'll see Ron actually starts her drawings on like a piece of paper before she'll go in and do digital. She didn't this episode, which kind of screwed me over because I was going to use it as an example, but whatever. I wanted to go in and give them really cute, like, well, I guess just Moo. I wanted to give Moo a really cute, like, magical girl inspired outfit. And then honestly, Cliff would wear this normally, but I kind of wanted to keep it kind of like, you know, like a creepy rich family. So we kept it like that, and then obviously Spider is a dog now. He looks really strange with all the colors of his like crunchy hair, but it's okay. So I love how it turned out. And we're back.
Yay!
How'd it go?
Yikes.
Really? Well, I guess that makes sense, because I just got to have fun and whimsy, and then you were put on like a actual
I'm not
task.
good at horror, guys. I'm not good at it.
Dude, every artist, the first thing they do, they're like, let's try OCs if they have magical powers. So this wasn't like a new thing I've never done before, but then I was like, how do I make them magical girls? And then
There's an element about it that I kind of like, and it made me realize I am well due for a redesign of their physical appearances. At least they're just their outfits.
Really? Alright, do you want to go ahead and share them?
Okay, they don't look that different. Let me explain. They don't look that different. Okay, it's in the story, okay?
That height difference is redonkulous. Jesus. Oh my god.
The real guys, don't make OCs with big height differences. It is the worst thing you will ever do.
The real horror is the height difference.
It's so fun in theory. Oh, what if they're like tall and short? No, don't do it. So yeah, they're a little different.
Yeah, you want to explain what's going on with Eric?
Okay, so nah, he looks the same. So
Really?
So this was a scrapped concept from around 2022
Okay.
maybe. So basically, in the original concept, so I speaked about this earlier. It's probably sped up in the. Shut up. I spoke about this. It's probably gone in the final
There
draft.
we go.
So he basically like does incantation spell thing, whatever, where he can absorb other people's magic. So basically this concept
Yeah.
was that it would get so bad. He's fully gone, bro. It's just pure chaos energy. I guess that's how you could describe it. But yeah, he becomes this like monster thing. And it's kind of, yeah. The old one looks nothing like this. I like this design more. They're in college because they are not teenagers.
Right.
They are like 20. They are 20-year-old men. They pay taxes.
They do not pay their taxes. I can guarantee.
Okay, they don't. They do in this
In
world.
theory, they would pay taxes.
In theory, they should be paying taxes.
They should.
So yeah, they should be. Yeah. So this one is obviously it's human. So like, wait, how magic? It's more of like a cult thing that Eric gets interested in,
Okay.
and then he like gets too deep, you know. Okay, go. Oh, this is cute.
I made them into little creatures. I think the biggest difference you'll notice is Spider.
Rosa dog.
Kind of similar to Zephyr. I feel like he would be like a shapeshifter type thingy, but he's also Moo's familiar. So I don't know where he falls on the human to animal scale, because if he's technically owned by Moo, that gets dicey real quick. But
That's
we don't.
kind of strange.
Don't worry. Anyway, so that's not even the. He's the most irrelevant in the fantasy story. But anyway, I wanted to keep the magic concept. The fantasy AU is Moo and Cliff are in the same like magic courses. The Liar family, instead of stealing money, they steal people's powers. And where do they put all these powers, you may be wondering? Cliff. They just shove him into Cliff. And obviously his body can't handle that, so he's decaying very quickly. So instead of possession, his body's just decaying, absolutely. And because he has all these powers, he's able to level up in his classes very quickly. He's basically young Sheldon, if he were dying. And Moo's like, what the heck? How'd he get that smart so fast? Because Moo's smart too, but like, what he was doing was like extremely irregular how good he was getting. Like, it didn't make sense to her. So that's why she wanted to track him down this time. And then, you know, instead of the typical secrets, she finds out that the family's stealing the powers and whatnot. Also, Spider Slayer. It didn't change much. Dude, I think it's so funny that Spider just looks like, you know, in Sims where people can like paint their dogs.
Yeah.
That's what Spider looks like.
Yes. He's so tiny. He's so cute. Is Cliff just a human too?
Yeah, Cliff's just a loser human
Loser.
who gets taken advantage of, so not much different from his actual one.
Him and Eric can be buds. They could be best buds.
True.
Yes. Dude, they're so similar actually. They're both Nepo babies.
Oh no. Can you tell I don't know how to draw dogs to save my life?
Nah, he looks dog-like.
It looks sort of like a canine if you squint.
Nah, I think it looks less like a canine if you squint.
I see like a really bad My Little Pony design. Maybe Spider's a brony in another life.
Loves Twilight Sparkle, his wife.
Oh,
Because Spider would say that, guys. Spider would say that, guys. It's canon now.
Thank you for watching, and thank you also, we're about to hit 700 subscribers, so thank you so much to everyone who watched the video, everyone who comments, we love seeing them, and hopefully we'll see you in the next one. Bye!